I am half alive. I'm live, but I'm not alive, man. Good morning. Oh, man. It's been about 2 weeks, and I have a good reason. We had an ice storm, so we went off. I'm trying to think. We went on a trip, and we had to come home early because there was an ice storm coming, and we came in the nick of time. We got home last Friday at 9 p.m. and lost power Saturday, and we were out of power for five days, and on the second day we lost water. And we got our power back, but we didn't get our water for 2 more days. So we were without water for maybe 6 days. I can't even remember, and it was a lot being without water here. You could see your breath in our house. We have a wood stove, and it was able to heat our sitting room. We had a generator, but we didn't have a stove. We got a microwave when it was on. We had a microwave and 2 kitchen outlets. Again, no water. We had the living room downstairs where the wood stove was, and that was it for power. So it was a really long week last week, so I couldn't come on live. I actually tried to do a video one of the days because I could use my data. And during my video that I tried to make, trees were cracking and falling. It was crazy outside. There's all these alders that are just, they look like it's a mess. Our property's a mess. Anyway, so I'm going to do my makeup because I need to do my makeup, and it's Monday. So we're going to do our morning Monday makeup. And if you have any questions, ask. If you want to get color matched, ask. Put it in the comments. Say me. I'm going to zoom in just a bit. There we go. Adjust everything. Oh my gosh. So this has been in a lot of my videos. I might go get it because it's so great. This was a Christmas gift, and it's been in the back of all of my videos. And it is the best thing. Good morning, Debbie from Northern California. Did you guys get ice? Okay, so I got this. Did you guys get snow? No, you guys didn't get ice, did you? Northern California, like Redding, what area? Okay, I am going to show you this gift my sister got me. My sister never gets me a serious nice gift for well, that's not true. She got me a cookie jar, and she always makes my favorite cookies for my birthday. You just got rain. Oh, El Dorado near Sacramento. Okay. I used to live in Mendocino. Is that close? I feel like that's close. I don't know. I lived in Mendocino at Point Cabrillo Lighthouse. There's those 3 houses at Point Cabrillo Lighthouse, and I was in the first one. It was when I was little. It wasn't a big deal. At least I didn't think it was because I was a kid. Okay, look at this Christmas gift. This is the best Christmas gift. If you have a chicken lover, I believe she found it on Amazon. This is the best gift. Look at this. Do you see this? It's a chicken. Is that not the best? I want to have it just sitting up, but then I was like, why? But I had to show you guys my chicken light. It's the best. Maybe it's a good light for my face. I don't know. But the egg is a light. It's the best. Okay, but it's just been hanging out on that chair. This room is, this month, I am getting this room handled so much. Organizing my storage closet. I have this closet, and it's like the Monica closet in Friends. Boy, howdy. All right, let's do our face. I am doing a look with my friend and artist, Lisa. If you haven't followed her, Lisa Lagrasso, I believe is her name, but she is on YouTube. We are doing these matchup looks because we feel like we're similar in tone, but we're not, and colors pull so differently on us. So we're going to be doing comparisons. I will be unboxing the new releases on my Facebook later today. So if you're not in my Facebook, get in my Facebook group. I will be doing an unboxing there with the lipsticks and the oils and the new colors. Tomorrow I'm going to do a look with the I don't remember, For Your Eyes Only, I think it is, or I don't know. The eyeshadows that got released. I'm going to be doing a look tomorrow with those. It's going to be super fun. Okay. The chicken light brandy, that is, I don't even know where to put it. We don't have power we don't run power up to our chicken house. I don't even know where to put this chicken light, but it's got to go somewhere. It's got to go somewhere. I just don't know where. It's going to have to be in here. All right. I'm doing my eyes first. I always think it makes me look sickly when I do that. Ooh, I got new brushes. I finally broke down and I got all the gold brushes. I haven't even opened all of them. I love the brushed gold. I love that they're not a shiny gold. I believe the mascara brand brushes, they're back there. Were they shiny? They were shiny. You can kind of see them back there. See that sheen right there? Those are the old mascara brushes. They were shiny. These ones are brushed and they're so pretty. I love them so much, and there's nothing better than new brushes. All right, I'm gonna go in and I'm trying to think of what we need to see. What do we need to see today? What do you want to see today? But oh man, having the power out for 5 days and being with my kids, my daughter's teacher, because we homeschool and I have a teacher teaching because I know I'm not smart enough, she lost power even longer. I think she just got power back like 2 days ago. Pretty sure it was just like 2 days ago she got power back. Anyway, so we're back at it. We've extended school to 5 days and added an hour, and I'm thrilled to get away from my kids. Oh, I needed a break. I'm a terrible mom. I'm aware. All right. Did I go live? I did. I went live when we were on our ski trip. Now I remember. Seriously, I can't remember anything. And I broke my crimson. I pressed it out. Now, I didn't have rubbing alcohol, so this is what I did. I crunched it up, made it all powdery. I actually took setting spray. I took my setting spray, I think it was Urban Decay, and I added that to it and got it nice and good and damp. Really good. Good morning, Kath. Did you see that I added you to the Power Hour chat, by the way? I'll talk about that in a minute. So I got it nice and good and wet, pressed it down really good, got a paper towel, pressed it down again, and it's good as new. It doesn't look as good as the other ones, but I don't need to buy another one. Okay, Kath, I did add you to that chat. Yes. So you're in there. You'll see some messages start coming through in there. All right. Saint just had their birthday, so they had this whole artist incentive. They did extend it. You don't get the glittery palette, but you do get the red palette if you join my team. And I'm getting ready to do, we just had we call it a beat the box party where we share about Saint for the new girls. I got 2 new gals on my team, and I don't like being big because when you're on part of a big team, there's some artists who get hundreds of new artists. If I had that, I don't know, I'd probably freak out. Because you can't give individual, like I help my girls set up their groups one-on-one through text, all that stuff. Good morning, Karen. I have your stuff. I even got you something extra. Look, Oak. Maybe I'll drive out to your house today, but I got you something extra. I got you an Angel's Landing because it's taken me so gosh darn long. I added girls to my team, and I'm able to talk to them over text, and I talk to them through Marco Polo, and I help them set up their groups. And if I had over 100 people, there's just no way. So when you join a big team, you end up losing a little bit of that one-on-one hands-on help. Anyways, I'm going to do a look today. I'm going to do a 2 shadow look. I've prepped my lids, and I'm going to be doing a combo of chai, which is this one. I love this color. This color is neat because it pulls so differently on so many different people. My friend Brittany Parker, she's on YouTube also. She uses this all the time, and it pulls totally different on her than it does me. But I'm going to pair this with crimson, which is a color combo you probably wouldn't normally put together, and it's going to be really pretty. I haven't quite done it yet, but I think it's going to be pretty. All right, I'm going to use a small palette, and I'm going to go into chai first. I'm using the eyeshadow brush with the new gold. These are so pretty. I didn't think I'd like the gold. I thought they'd be that yellowy gold. It's not. It's just such a pretty gold, and it's brushed, which makes it better. Okay, we're going to grab some chai here, and I'm going to pop this way up here. And I think it pulls extremely light on me. This doesn't show as much as I like a color to show, but I do think it's going to be a great accent color. I rarely use chai because I just don't think it shows it up enough on me. I like things like Leo and Havana and Bubba and lullaby. I like colors that are a bit more deep. Oh, my lips are chapped. All right. And then I have a visitor. Look at this. This thing's, it looked like I got punched in the jaw last night. It was nice and swollen. Anyways, I like, that's not bad. I think this is going to pair really well with crimson. And I don't quite know how I want to put crimson on. Crimson pulls very fiery on me. And so I'm very curious. Okay. So we're pushing this up. I'm keeping this up high. I have used my brightening highlight and my setting powder to prep my lids. If you have very mature lids, I would say don't do that, and I would say get a good eyeshadow primer. NYX has a really good one. Too Faced is what I always used to use, and I'm kind of out of the loop on good eyeshadow primers. So if you have a favorite and you have mature lids, put it in the comments so people can see it. People can see it. But say hi. Where are you? What are you doing? Do you use Saint makeup? Are you curious about Saint makeup? Are you here just for makeup placement tips? What's the story? All right, I'm going into crimson now, which is this red color. I think it's so pretty. But I've got chai up here, and we're gonna go in on the short end. I'm gonna press into this, and I'm just gonna. There's a part of me that wants to go all over the lid. I'm going to make this an adjacent transition color. So we're going to put a little on the fluffy end here, and I'm going to go up and down with my brush, and I'm going to push at the bottom of my brow bone and have this play with chai a little bit. We're just going to make this a really pretty, that's not bad. Look at how pretty that is. Okay. I'm not going to lie. Crimson is one of those colors you look at and you're like, I'm not sure. All right. Holding my brush up and down because I want to hit that brow bone. For me, mine's pretty, I don't want to say it protrudes. That sounds like, I don't know. I'm just pushing up on the bottom of that brow bone, and I find that that's the best way to do it. Okay, now I'm going to go in with the short end. I'm going to add to this, and I'm going to push a good amount on, and I'm going to put this on the mid of my lid and work it up. And it almost turns this into a really pretty, it almost looks like Leo, but I like the transition of this. And then now down here using a short, denser brush end, because I got fluffy and then I got this short end, it makes it very, I feel it. It's more orange than Zion. Zion has that burnt brick orange. This is very pretty. All right. And I'm just going to use my finger right here. Let it be very light right there. And then I'm going to come down here, and then I'm going to add eyeliner because I love me some eyeliner. All right. Starting in the middle and really pressing that in. I like this. This is buildable, and it doesn't jump out at you when you apply it, which is really nice. And I think all things come together once your makeup's on. But when I'm pressing a color in like I am right now, you get fallout. So I like to do my eyes first because, oh, that's so pretty. Because I don't want it to mix with my under eyes. It makes my under eyes, I have fine lines coming in under my eyes right here. See this? So if I get color caught in this like eyeshadows, it can make my eyes look more mature, sunken in, because I'm letting color fall into those creases. So I like to do this first, and then I go in and do my under eyes. But I'm really liking deepening this crimson on my lid, which I normally don't do because I have hooded eyes, but this looks really, really pretty. All right, now we're going to go into some eyeliner, putting a little crimson down here. I'm going to use Maybelline Tattoo Studio, nothing fancy. I've used other ones. This is Bravant. This was a gel, and I just didn't get what I wanted out of it because I do a lot of waterlining, and I need my waterline to be dark. And I just follow this along the lashes until they thin, and then I stop. And then out here, I just flick it up, and I focus it right here, flick, flick, flick. And I've been using my fingernail to wing it. I don't know why, I just feel like it works. but I don't know. I've been in a mood. Maybe it's been from the chaos of last week, but I've been getting frustrated with my eyes and the skin, and it's changing, and it's driving me bonkers. There we go. Just a little baby wing. Just a little baby wing. I'm going to use the etch brush to kind of smoke that out a little bit too. But I'm just pushing a little above the lash line here and then flicking it up and out. And again, grabbing that with my fingernail and just using my fingernail to push it around. I've been liking it. It works. I'm going to use a little waterline down here. Just a bit. Sorry, I'm probably covering everything up. All right, we're going to grab the etch brush. This is Saint's newest brush. It's like the eyeshadow brush. I'm so glad they came out with this brush. I feel like they heard me. I feel seen. And as a wife and mom, that doesn't happen very often. So I'm just taking this nice and empty brush and I'm just smushing my liner here around like that. This is looking a little grungy, like 1994 grunge era. Get your bodysuit, get your Doc Martens, flare pants, and plaids out. One always looks better than the other. Doesn't that just really burn your biscuit? All right, mascara, and then we're going to get into this. Is there a color that you haven't seen that you want to see? I've been in love with pairing Frenchie with Rosewood. I love it. And for some reason, I was under the idea that Maui was back. It is not, so I'm not going to use it. But I am going to be using Summer Love. That is a gloss lip and cheek, and I'm going to use that today with Renaissance because I wear Renaissance every day on my lips, and it's good. And it's good. All right, going in with some real mascara now. I saw a Milani primer that my friend was using and it's blue. I think I need to try that one. That one looks really good. I like it. But I have a question. A household question. If you cook, do you do dishes? Is there a rule? Who does dishes if you cook? Because when I cook, I end up doing dishes. And if somebody else in the house, my husband, cooks dinner, I do dishes. How does that work? Because this is my struggle. This is my real life, real mom struggle that I'm having right now. And I love tips. Okay? No, if I cook, my husband does dishes. Where do people fit in homework? When is homework time? Because my kids have sports. They do swim team and they also have Girl Scouts. And it starts right after school. And we don't get home until 6 o'clock, and then I jump right into cooking dinner. When is homework? What is bedtime? How do people do it? I cook, husband does dishes usually. Okay, does your husband also put those dishes in the dishwasher? Because my husband thinks if he's doing dishes, it means move it. We have the double sink. He thinks that means rinsing and putting it in the other sink. And it makes me want to take a frying pan to his head. I'm kidding, sort of. How do people fit it all in? I am struggling to fit it in. Like I'm trying to do all the things and then I get home, I go take the kids to swim. I come home. I do this thing called dry land, which I guess now I'm a coach. I can't pass my tests, but I'm considered a coach in bad standing. But it's like, do you know how hard it is to take a test with everybody's asking you for everything standing around you? Anyway, I signed up for that not realizing I would have to be a coach and take all the coach tests. I thought I would just have to do a background check. Nay, I'm a coach. So I'm also trying to get the kids to do, after you work out, like do the lunges and the push-ups and things, you have to stretch it out. I'm trying to get the kids to do a choreographed stretch to music. They're 12 and 13. No, 10 to 13. They don't want to. He has my old rule was that he cooks, I do dishes. I cook, he does dishes. But now I don't cook anymore. Oh, that's nice. Okay. I'm struggling with coming home at 6 o'clock at night, cooking dinner, doing dishes, and finding time for homework. Like, how do you fit that in? And my kids have an early bedtime because they're young, 7 and 9, getting them to bed. They share a room and they come out for one more kiss and a hug. I got to get water. I had to go to the bathroom. Can I use the Why do kids ask to use the bathroom at home? Like, what am I going to say? No? Like, but how do people fit it in? And it's a struggle where I'm like, I'm just not doing enough, but I don't have enough time. What are your kids' bedtime? 7 and 9-year-olds, what are your kids' bedtimes? How do you fit it in? Because they're with their friends at swim, so getting them to do it at swim, good night. No way. And I'm just having the hardest time. It's stressing me out. My husband works. He goes to work around 6:30, 7 o'clock in the morning. And he gets home about the same time as me. So he also has a full day. How? How do we fit it all in? Because we got 2 kids, so it takes 2 people to. How do you do it? Tell me the secret. What's the secret? All right, I just did my Aspen and my Suede, in case nobody knew what that was. I've been so dry. If you haven't added balm to your dry skin routine, you are severely missing out. If you have balanced skin with dry spots, I put my balm right here, okay? If you have texture in the crease of your nose, my son used to all the time, and I got him bag balm. That stuff's thick. If I had this then, because he's 23 now, I don't need to talk to him about the way his skin is changing anymore, and he already knows everything. But I would have used this on him. I think guys are apprehensive to use this because it's makeup and it looks kind of girly. But I'm telling you, if your husband has dry skin, get him balm. If your husband has wild eyebrow hairs, mine does, and it always has this curl. It's like the hidden Superman curl, but it's in his brows. I want him to use the brow wax, but he won't because I'm like, I don't know what guy where is this damn brush? Here you go, honey. They're gonna look at you like you're knucking futz, okay? So I got him the black spoolie. So this is the black. Go get the brow. Like, I don't want to put it in a palette for him because they're all girly, and he doesn't quite need the balm. Where's my dang spoolie? Come on, Amanda, get it together. It's such a good man tool. It is an absolute amazing man tool when you can stinking find it. Oh, ooh, I keep forgetting. I have yet to use this. I need to use that. I can't find it. So I'll just open his that I got him. These are awesome for men because they can go. My husband uses his little travel bag all the time, but it doesn't get gunky from all the crap in their bags, from like shaving cream bubbles and aftershave goop, all the things that are in their bags. So it closes, but it's black, so it's manly, and they can just fix their wizard hairs, comb out their mustache with this. It's so good, and it doesn't look all girly. It's so good. So if you're looking to get your husband something to help with his wizard hairs, that's what I call them, get that black spoolie. I think it's $15. It's good. It's good stuff. All right, well, let's get our face on. This is how I've been doing it. If you have any questions about the colors I'm using or how I'm using it or what you think you should use, let me know. I'm going in. I've been keeping 2 of my main highlights. They're both Athens, but I'm going to switch them around because I can see one's. I'm not melting them yet. Don't tell me what to do. If somebody tells me what to do, I'll probably lose my top. So I'm going into Athens, and I just stamp into both. I like to, and I just go down here, and I love new brushes. Instead of cleaning brushes, I should just get new brushes. I have all my old brushes. This was what was in my drawer after I got my gold brushes. I'm going to go get the soap out and I'm going to clean my brushes. So I am just going to add, I only put Athens on the bottom of my face. That's it. And look at that. It's already covered up that red spot. Aspen and your main highlight. That's all you need. Now this thing is a texture. You can see the bump. You can't get rid of that, but I think when things raise up like that, it pulls the pores apart like the collar of a shirt. And so don't put powder directly on it. I would say don't do that because it'll accentuate those pores that are all stretched out. All right, so I've been bringing this up. If you find your scarring, so this side is my bad side. If you feel your scarring is still pulling through, I'm not a demi girl. I am on my under eyes, but I just won't do demi under my makeup or on top of my base of my face because where the dickens did I put it? Did I have an extra one? It's another Athens. I have Athens laying everywhere. These are all my colors I haven't used. If you find scarring is having a hard time staying put, and it's continuing to pull through and it doesn't want to cover like this side on me, go and grab your summer shade. Go grab a summer shade. I'm actually going to use tan lines because it's right here and I don't feel like digging through another palette. I'm going to take my blend brush and I'm going to go into tan lines right here. And I'm going to go over it and camouflage it. But take whatever your summer shade is and go over your scarring or whatever isn't pulling through and mix it with your main highlight. Mix it in with your main highlight and it will help. It's kind of like the camo method where you put dots on the parts that are, some people use camo method over color correcting like I do. But I wanted to show that because it is a conversation I've been having with people. So yeah. All right. Main highlights on. I'm going to pull. I haven't been liking bronzer on my neck. It's been pulling because I'm so fair right now. It's been really, really warm on my neck and it looks terrible. So I've just been bringing my main highlight down. All right. I'm going in with my detail brush and we're going to do some contouring and my hair. Going into cedar. It is my favorite. Cedar is my favorite. And I'm going in on the side of my forehead here. I don't do it, the dots. I don't like the dots. I don't think it blends well, especially if you have balanced or dry skin. Russia. Hello, Russia. Ooh. Russia. That is on my bucket list. I want to go there. All right. We are coming across and bringing it down. There we go. Hello, how are you? All right, there we go. Hello, Katie. All right, so bringing that on, I don't feel like you need, if it's winter and you're using colors like olive, ash, stone, cedar, I don't think you need a lot of bronzer because I feel like it already has a touch of warmth in it. So I'm just putting that contour right up here. I'm going to go in on the small end into my brightening. We're going to go right here and we are going to push this up and over the brows and then bring it up into that contour, and it's going to give us coverage, the foundational coverage. It's going to give us balance and it's going to give us dimension, and they're going to work together as the light meets the dark. And I just use the big end to bring them together. Look at that. That looks pretty darn good. All right, let's do cheeks. Cheeks are easy. Cheeks are easy. I don't care. Hello, Amelia. How are you? Yes, I can say hi. All right. We are going to go in just above. We have our natural shadow here. We're going to come right up here, and it's going to just lift things up just a skosh. Just like that. And then I bridge it up to my forehead. So it's all together. You've seen those people draw all that product. I don't like using more product than I need. That's why I don't put my main highlight up here. I don't need it up here. And so when... who is... Oh, can you say hi to, is it Sanvi? Hi. So I put this on and I don't apply direct cream to my temple because I can blend it to it. When I blended it here, I pulled it down. When I add it here, I blend it up. All right. So I brought it up and it just brings it together really, really nice. Just like that. if you're going to apply the product and smear it all the way around, you're going to run through product faster, and it's just not necessary, especially with creams. All right, my nose. I always have a hard time with my nose. I'm going to add it to the edge. I always just tap it back and forth, and I'm going to come right here onto the top side, and we're just going to slim it down. I like to slim my nose down. It's right there, right smack in the middle. So I slim her down. All right. Bringing that up, pushing that into my brows, and I'm just going to tap this down on the sides. And I bring it up probably a little too close, if not all the way across. I like to bring it up too high. And it's okay to bring it, it's kind of like under blending your cheeks. Bring it up too high on your nose. Be too much. Be too much. I'm too much. I know that. I'm okay with it. And so it can all be handled, but I like to add my contour first. And again, bringing it up too close, grabbing this tiny end, pinching it, grabbing that brightening color, and we are going to go right down the middle. Hello, good morning. And I'm bringing it up to that brightening here. And then I'm going to use my finger and I'm just going to tap this out. It picks up excess product, but I think it also helps. Brushes are wide, especially if you're blending it out. The brushes are wide no matter what brush it is. So using your finger just helps meld the edges of the dark to the light together so that it comes together. I like using my finger and just tapping it down the middle. And I think that looks nice. And so that's what works for me. Try it. Or use a brush, whatever. I know some people like to do this, and I need to try it since I have new brushes that I haven't used. I want to try using the smudge brush, and I haven't done that yet, so maybe next Monday we'll do that since I like coming here on Mondays. All right, grabbing a little more of that, and I'm just going to come right here in front of my earlobe and down. And it's light. It's a very subtle, you're not wanting this big dark spot down the side of your face. You're adding a shadow, which is subtle. A shadow, we're not standing in the dark. It's a shadow. And so it's just adding that little bit that helps to hide. I get a little jowly, so I can grab a little bit of contour here and try to hide it and hide that. And so I use a little shadow to hide it. All right, we're going in and I'm going to use blush. I'm going to skip bronzer today. I just don't think that you need it, especially in the winter. And if you're using, again, a thank you, Isabella, that's nice. I like using contours that have a touch of warmth in the winter, because maybe I should just try a different bronzer. I don't know. I stick with Bella bronzer, but I'm also just not going crazy today with my makeup. But I'm going to be using these two colors together now. I have my scarring that I covered, but my blush can pull it through. So I'm going to grab Frenchie here, and I'm just going to tap this directly on top of my scarring that's under my makeup to help keep it from pulling through. All right. And then I'm going to grab Rosewood. I like this one better than Sandstone. And it's kind of like Sandstone with bronzer. So we're going to grab Rosewood. I love this color. And we're just going to tap those on top. And these are going to come together really nice. So we're going to grab blush and bronzer brush. I'm tapping into Sandstone first. And I'm just going to blend it out. It's just tapping it out. It's super simple, really easy. Smile so you can see where your apples are. Because I'm 43. And so as you get older, you start losing the volume, and I'm starting to lose the volume in the apples of my cheeks. It happened in my later 20s, really. Somebody pointed it out once, and I never forgot it. They said, "Oh, you lost your baby fat." I was like, "Oh, thanks." So I just add this, smile, and then my Frenchie works as a light color that's not going to give me the circus circles. And so I bring this up, but I like the way it works together. I like that they're creams. They're all foundation. They're good. All right, let's do our under eyes. I really like using Demi on my under eyes, because if I want to just get out the door, I'm going to do two. I'm going to show the Frenchie that I put on my apples as one under eye, and I'm going to show Demi on the other, and you can decide what you would want to do and how to do it. Thank you, Isabella, but yes, I am 43. My son is 23. My son is 23. And then I have littles. Okay, we're going to go in. So if you're going to use, I like something that does more than one thing. So I started out before Demi was a thing, because Demi's somewhat new. I think it's been out for almost 3 years. It is 3 years. It came out 3 years ago, right after I joined and started doing this. But I'm going to take Frenchie here. I'm going to put a little bit on my finger, and I'm going to put this under my eye here. It will turn me a shade of peach, but it's going to take that darkness and it's going to cancel it and turn it a shade of peach. This was my way of color correcting my under eyes for 4 years. Actually, yeah, I didn't start using Demi until about a year ago. Before that, it was always Frenchie. Okay. Can you get Farm Kids? Yes, you can get a shout out. Hello. All right, I'm going to grab one of my Demi brushes. This is the spot brush, and we're going to do Demi. I use 2 colors. I could get away with just one, which is Y01. I use 03 as just an extra kick, but I'm going to take the small end and we're going to go into Y01, and Demi is a point-to-point corrector, whereas Frenchie, I put it in the whole area of my under eye. This is, I'm going to zoom in just a little bit. You can see I get a little bit dark right here, and then I'm dark right here, and we just apply the colors directly to where the darkness is. I have a dark trough. This is going to give me lift. Lightness pulls out and then darkness pulls in. So contour is dark, so it creates shadows caving in stuff. All right, we created texture with shadows, and we're going to pull out with the lightness. And so I'm putting it in the trough to lift it, and then I'm also using this to cancel out and brighten the area. So I flipped it to the fluffy end, no product on it, and I'm just going to tap this out. And you see how it just corrects and it lightened it up? And then this little dark area right here, I'm going to go into this color called 03. There is a link in the descriptions. You can get color matched by me. Just fill out the form, send it to me, and I will send you all my recommendations. This is a makeup that's going to change with you, whether you're in your 20s, 30s, 40s. This makeup will change with you because your skin is going to start changing in its 30s. And so I'm going to use, I put a little bit, I mean, you could barely see it on the tips of the bristles, and I'm just going to tap this right here. I call it just sweeping the dirt. We're just going to clean this up, and it brightens it right up. And you could just go about your day. That's it. On the other side where I put the Frenchie, I'm going to use my shape brush, and I'm going to go into my brightening highlight, that light concealer color, and I'm going to come right above my that shine. We're going to bring that in, follow that orbital bone, and we're going to tap over that Frenchie color up into that corner, cancel that redness out or darkness out, and then we're going to bring this down. I focus on my orbital bone, that bone around your eyeball. I focus on that, and then the last place that I'm going to put it, I'm going to push this up, give my eye a little lift. Then we go to that soft tissue area right there. I like taking a little bit of extra brightening, and I like to go right here. Okay. Boom. Just like that. All right. Boom. Easy, easy, easy. You can add and stack it on top. It's whatever you want out of your makeup. Take what you like and go with it. Leave what you don't and don't. That's how I kind of do things. All right, I'm going to add my brows really quick, and then we're going to go in and do lips. I use eyeshadow on my brows because I do. I don't like creams. I don't like pencils. I like using eyeshadow. All right, so we comb them up, comb them out. Now, sorry, readjusting in my chair. I have very thin brows over here, but I also have, I'm maturing. I have hooded eyes, and I want to give my eye an extra lift, and I'm going to elongate my eye using my brows. I'm going to change the shape of my eye a little bit more with, okay. All right. Is it Gazelle? Hello? How are you? All right, we are going to go into these 2 colors here. I'm going to be using Trust, and I'm going to be using Oak on this little tiny little line brush, and I'm going to structure my brow really quick. So we're going to add a little bit of color. I'm going to start on the bottom corner. Now to elongate my eye, everybody says to follow your nose and the corner of your eye, and it should start there. I'm actually going to bring it, it wants you to start here. Let's get this on. Get this hard. I draw a hard line across the bottom, following that arch, and it wants me to start right here. This is where it wants me to start my brow. I'm going to start my brow here. I'm going to bring it in farther than my inner corner because I'm mature. I'm considered mature. And being 43, I bring it in farther because this is going to give me a little more structure to my eye. So I'm going to extend this bottom line, and I'm just going to flick up and get those hair bristle flicks right there. Doesn't look bad. All right. But then to give my eye some lift, I'm going to come over here to my tail, and instead of following down, I'm going to pull this straight out. I'm going to extend it out. And it's going to add all this real estate for eyeshadow that I can add if I want to. I'm going to come about a quarter of the way in, and I'm going to draw a hard line onto the top and over, getting that arch and then meeting the end of this tail of my brow. Now I have a nice long brow. I'm going to go into this lighter color here and add some bristle strokes, filling it in, giving it some dimension. And I've grown my brow. I've given it a little extra lift, a little extra structure. It's good. I'm going to comb it out in just a minute. I'm just going to fix this one. So hard line across the bottom. We're going to bring this up and over, and extending that tail straight out again. Same thing, quarter of the way in here. Once you know how you like them to look, it's really easy to just put them on nice and quick. Make sure you follow that arch, and then adding that oak to fill it in that lighter shade, adding a little bit to the front here, giving it that length, and adding a little bit of shape to your eye. Makes it just look a little bit bigger, and that's nice. All right, the brow wax is activated by moisture, so I'm going to take some setting spray. I use Urban Decay because I have oily skin. So that's the one I have. And I'm going to take my spoolie, and I'm just going to go in and I'm going to rub it into the wax, and then I'm going to comb. This is going to pick up excess shadow, and it's going to put the hairs in the places they want. Boom, just like that. I have a little mascara here. So I'm just going to use my spoolie to get that out. All right. Those are my brows, and I think it just elongates it, and then I can take an eyeshadow brush and I can blend my shadow out farther if I want to, because I've added some extra real estate right here so we can make our eyes look nice and lifted. Isn't that nice? Your brows can do a lot. Okay, so we're just coming right over here. We're just adding a little extra, and it just gives your eyes a little bit of lift, it's just nice, okay? Take what you want, leave what you don't. All right, we're going to take the contour, and we're going to do our lips. I like my lips to look a little bit fuller, but I really don't want to inject them. So I've never injected them. All right, I'm going to take that balm. I'm going to add a little more because my lips are really, really chapped. I'm going to take my detail brush. I'm going to go into Cedar, and we're going to go right down here, and we're going to add a little shadow above and below. Instead of outlining, hey, Lisa. I don't know what's happening here today. All right, we are adding a little shadow to the bottom and the top, and this is going to give your lips a little bit of structure, just like that. Going in right in the middle here, and it just makes this area nice and pretty. I'm going to take the small end of the brush. I'm going into Sunlit, and we're going around the sides here, and this is going to give our lips some structure and help with that fullness. I don't like going all the way around. I just think it looks messy, and so I don't. All right, now we're going to line the lips. I'm going to use the multitasker brush, and just like at the beginning, I said I'm going to be using Renaissance and Summer Love, these two colors together, this dark one with this really nice light mauvey pink color. It's so pretty. All right, I'm going in with the small end, going into Renaissance, and I'm going to line. Don't outer line your lips. You can tell when you do that. That's why we add a shadow instead of a line. Just like that. Grabbing here, and I'm going to go and line the bottom. I did just do a new lip lining tutorial. It's good. I think it's good. And I just get this dark color in, and then we'll fill it in with that light. It's called Summer Love. It's a great all season color. Just going to grab a little bit of that and we're going to fill it in. Just like that. It's a very pretty color. All right, now we're going to set it and go. Okay. Oh, the unboxing with, oh, Brandy, you don't have Facebook. It's going to be good. You should get a Facebook. I will be doing a look with the eyeshadows, and I think I will make it into a little quick video that'll be on here tomorrow. Everything I'm seeing, the oil and I believe the eyeshadow palette will be coming back if you didn't get them. They are coming back with it. I'm going to, hold on a minute. There we go. Okay. Sunshine State, do not melt it down. It's because of the flex. So what will happen is you'll melt it. I think you can if you're extra careful. I don't want to risk it. So I don't. The flex will go to the bottom and then it's not a shimmer anymore. All right, I'm going to take my setting spray and I put a good amount on and then I'm going into my powder. And while my face is nice and damp still, I put on my setting powder and I put it on the perimeter and then I bring it in because I still like that nice dewy glow, but I'm oily. But see, I've added powder and you can still see I don't have shimmer on my face. I don't. But it creates this really nice skin-like dewiness. But again, I've even added powder and it's really good. But again, if you're going to be around later today, I am going to go live again in my Facebook group unboxing the new releases. I'm super excited for these. I'm really excited for the lipstick. I like lipsticks. Even though they fit in my palette, I still buy tubes of lipstick that I try once and then I'm like, why did I buy that? But this one looks, it just looks really, really, really pretty. Okay, that's my face. Did I do it in a shorter amount? I did it in a shorter amount of time. I had a lot going on the comments today. But if you have questions, if there's something you want to see, ask. Also, I asked a question at the beginning. I need answers. How do you do it all? How do people do it all? Okay, without just completely failing. All right, that's it. That's my face. Ooh, a reel on Instagram with the new, you're on Instagram. I don't go on Instagram enough. I will do the eyeshadows on Instagram. Yes, if I make a short video, I try to put it on all. Instagram, I just don't do very well. Monica, hello. Thank you. You have a good day too. Okay, that's my face. There's an app. I'm going to get together with Lisa and I'm going to find an app where I can maybe go live on all the platforms. I need to investigate that more. Makes me nervous. All right, that's it. The eyeshadow colors, all but the pinky purple one, are still available. I don't even know what's still available because I know the lip oil and the lipstick are gone. The palette is gone. They're all coming back. I just don't know when. Maybe Valentine's Day. That'd be cool. Okay, that's it. Have a great day.